Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Welcome back to VALORANT News. A big update on the Sao Paulo event starting in February next year to kick off the VCT for 2023. But also, the Challenger circuit starts sooner than that. Sinatraa doesn't believe that his team has a great chance of making it happen. But if they get Marved in, then maybe they've got a decent chance. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. Thanks very much indeed for doing that one. Let's dive into this news then. So, the VCT lock-in in Sao Paulo, they're calling it in Brazil. That is the kickoff event of the season. February 13th through to March the 4th. They're excited to now share the initial details about audience attendance, ticket sales, this type of stuff. So this is the full article. I'll pick out some highlights here in a second. But yeah, tickets go on sale next Tuesday, so a week today. Tickets on sale for general admission. This is the live event schedule. So you know, okay, there's a few days off, I guess, here, but most of like the end of the weeks they're doing match days, and then like there are a lot of days of action here. So all 30 teams across all the VCT franchise leagues across the world, 10 from the Americas, 10 from the European region, and 10 from the Pacific, they're all flying out to Sao Paulo for this kickoff. And it probably will be the only time, it may well be the only time in Valorant history from now on where there will be all 30 teams at a venue. Like, this is meant to be a big kickoff to start off the partnership league, but it's by no means guaranteed that in future seasons something like this ever occurs again. These are the ticket rates here, so some student discounts like at normal rates and stuff like this, so need an account, all this type of stuff, time of the event, and these are some of the details. So I'll leave this article link down below if you guys want to check it out. No minimum age to attend the event. If you're 14 or under, you've got to be accompanied by a legally responsible adult. So you know, Portuguese shoutcasting in the venue, and then etc, etc. The key highlights really are as follows. So I'll show you guys the stadium here in a second. But yeah, matches begin the 13th, they end on March the 4th, where a champion will be crowned. So it's kind of like Masters 1, but it kicks off like before any regular league play matches have even happened. So tickets on sale next weekend, live audience attendance for all the matches, which is really cool. And this is going to be the stadium. So obviously it won't be set up for tennis, but it'll be set up in a similar way. So I think the circular stadiums honestly work really well for some of this. At least they can do if the stage is done right. So this is what it's going to look like. So yeah, if you guys are in their vicinity, then definitely have a think about potentially attending. And the event will last for at least 2 weeks, possibly 3 weeks, right? Well, yeah, February 3rd to March the 4th. So pretty much going on that, and all 30 partner teams will be there. So that's the details we have for now for the lock-in event, the kickoff tournament happening next year in February. Let's dive into some roster stuff then. First of all, what do you guys think this organization could be? Because the rumor has it that you know, Xander and co are going to be teaming with, or together with, the rest of the guys that have not made it unclear what their team is going to be, and we'll see in a second. But the former exec guy, one of the former exec guys, has left and is going to start his own organization apparently, or he might join another organization, just because like the color scheme here, you know, the yellow, I know that even you know, Bo was talking about the fact that it's kind of like the Splice colors, but I don't really know if Splice even exists anymore, right? Because now they're part of Mad Lions or whatever. And you know, so maybe this former exec guy has either started his own org, or he's joined forces with another org to make these guys part of it. But right now it's a mystery which organization these guys are joining, but they're not being particularly inconspicuous here with how they're doing this, because Xander tweets this out 72 hours, then Nismo tweets this out 72 hours, then Kuala Noob tweets this out 72 hours, and the same from John QT, and then the same from EU as well. So it's very clear that these 5 are going to be the 5 on the team. Xander, Nismo, Kuala Noob, John QT, and EU, that's the team of 5. Like, it's not exactly a secret, but the organization they're joining is going to be a secret for at least another, well, about 2 and a bit days, and we'll get to see which team these guys are actually on. Update as well on TSM. Officially released is Rossi. We've kind of wondered if this would be the case for quite some time. Rossi, Corey, Sabrosa, those guys. Sabrosa was looking for other opportunities. If they haven't arrived for him, which I don't imagine they have, he'll probably want to return to that starting lineup. But right now it's unclear whether that'll be possible or whether that's going to go through, just because it seemed like TSM were trialing with some alternatives, right? Hazed and, you know, Nature potentially coming in there as well. So we'll see how that one goes. But Rossi's officially gone. I know this guy's been in his fair share of dramas over the past few months, and, you know, people talk about attitude and various issues. So yeah, didn't really work out for TSM, this Rossi thing, but obviously he's looking for a new role, either IGL or Initiator Sentinel. We'll see how that works out for him. But with the situation in Tier 1 becoming increasingly clear, we now have to turn our attention to the Tier 2 side of things and what this means for the future, right? So obviously it's Timmy yesterday won at the MVP of the Little Bro Cup. Maybe I should go pro, he says. We believe he's going to be teaming with Shroud, and there's been some questions as to what, you know, Toast Esports, is that going to be this team? Is that going to be another team? And Marved comes in and replies. Now, Now, the other critical team to note in Tier 2 that we don't have too much information on is the Sinatraa team. So as Prod said back in November, myself, Shanks, Sinatraa, and ML need one for the Ascension League qualifiers. Now, we still don't know who that one is, even though it could be Marved, and we'll see that in a second. But yeah, these guys are playing in the qualifiers. So the way the qualifiers work, they start on January the 9th, but before then, 6 teams, up to 6 teams, will get an automatic qualification. So Ascension is the big tournament at the end of the year to determine which one team from each region gets like kind of basically promoted to the top league. But to qualify there, you've got to get through the Challengers League, and to qualify for the Challengers League, either you play the qualifiers, as Prod describes, or you get an automatic invitation. Now, look, teams like potentially the Guards, FaZe Clan, these teams that just missed out on the Franchise League, they're probably going to get automatically invited. Now, Sinatra's team of streamers is probably not going to get an automatic invitation. So that more than likely means they will have to play through the qualifiers, and it will need to get either top 3 in the first qualifier or top 3 in the second qualifier. Sinatraa is not overwhelmingly confident they're going to achieve this success. Prod is pretty confident they'll do it. They're going to have to play a lot of talented teams down there, but it does depend on who their 5th man is. And Marved has been raised as a possibility.
Can't wait to be seeing that on my team in the Ascension League. I'm so excited to play with you, J1.
He said the Ascension League. Who's in the Ascension League? Definitely not us.
Bro, no, we're actually qualifying. Like, have a good attitude.
Bro, I was a good player. You're obviously
Jail.
lose.
I just don't understand where all that animosity is from. Like, it's so... For like me, you, Marv, Shanks, Emil, like we're gonna absolutely clobber the competition. And if Emil doesn't play, we can get another pro. So that means we have 5 pros on one team. Yeah, I got a question. Are you guys playing in the Ascension League?
Who, me?
Bro, it's not the qualifier, bro. Stop calling it the league.
But do you guys think you guys can beat me, Sinatraa, Marv?
Oh my god, this guy is stupid.
Yeah.
I can think, baby, that's why.
That's crazy.
Wait, think about it. I'm actually a professional player if we make it into that. You know that, right?
No,
so no more calling me a. Yes.
No, you're not getting paid to play.
I will sign to an organization for competitive play.
Wake up, bro.
I'll get us all signed.
100% we are not making it if we have Emil and you on the team.
Bro, that actually is so that you keep saying that, bro. I'm gonna be trying.
Honestly, Shakes too, but like.
But do you understand when I've got my full mind and locked in, I'm actually a untamable beast?
Uh-huh. This guy's actually on copium. No, bro. If we have Emil, Prod, GG! Getting first rounded in this hoe.
So what do you guys think about this whole Marved situation, right? Because we saw him play in that Lil Bro Cup and won it in pretty impressive fashion and was playing incredibly well. Now, he's obviously looking to take a year off from competing, doesn't want the stresses and the strains of being on that level. But still, that team with Sinatraa and co does need a smokes player in that particular role. Marved would be the ideal candidate to fill that role. And the thing is, they might not qualify anyway. And even if they were to qualify, Marved could probably then say, you know what, all right, guys, you know, my time's come. You guys go on your separate way and bring in another replacement. So, you know, I wonder if Marved would be interested in this. I kind of doubt it's going to happen. But, and obviously, like, he's decided to kind of retire or at least take a sabbatical for a reason. But still, if Sinatraa and co were like, hey, look, Marved, come in, play some scrims with us, like, just get a bit of practice time under your belt here, just, you know, play whatever you want kind of thing, and we'll just give it a go. Play on January the 9th, try and get 3rd or better in a couple of those in either the first tournament or the second tournament to qualify through for the Franchise League. And then if they do qualify, then they probably would be allowed to make 1 or 2 roster changes. Like, okay, they'd have to, once they qualified, if they were to qualify, they'd probably have to keep at least, what, 3 of their players out of the 5, but they could more than likely change around 1 or 2, and Marved could say, all right, guys, I've helped you get this far, now I'm going to call it a day, basically. So, yeah, I don't know if that's even a possibility. They've probably just been joking around about this, and it's unlikely to happen, but Marved did play in the Lil Bro Cup, so it's not out of the realms of possibility that he might step in here for this team with Emil, Shanks, Prod, and Sinatraa. to try and qualify. But yeah, kind of also unfortunate for Sinatraa that he's not really feeling confident in really the only option that he has that actually they're going to qualify. But maybe, as Prod says, a bit more optimism and confidence is what is required. Couple of quick things just to mention before we close out here. Firstly, from 100 Thieves, Mike's HD talking about Cryo and their integration and his integration into the team. Of course, excited to see what this meta looks like with the chamber changes now coming into effect. But you know, he talks about Cryo saying he meshes really well, the culture fits really well. That's why I think Cryo was such a great addition for 100T, because he the character of this guy, like kind of where he is in his career, fits in so nicely with the Asunas, the Dereks, the Bangs, like these players of the world. Bringing Ye into 100 Thieves, like you know, mentality wise, kind of veteran with newer players, it's a different like a kind of perception there. Whereas Cryo, I think for many reasons works really well. So we'll see if that actually does prove true at the Rebel home grounds this upcoming weekend. But very much intrigued to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit in the like button, tells your YouTube gods it's a good video, and I was like you should see it as well, and help grow the competitive Valorant community. Thank you for watching as always, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.